The plasma wrench slipped from Zia's oil-stained fingers as the howls echoed through the canyon. He'd heard stories about the Krathian predators that roamed the badlands of Sector 7, but hearing them in person made his blood run cold. The transport ship he'd been repairing wouldn't fly for another hour, and those howls were getting closer. Then he saw her. She stumbled over the ridge, her iridescent scales catching the light of 3 setting suns. Blood, violet and shimmering, dripped from a gash on her arm. Behind her, 6 wolf-like creatures with too many legs and crystalline fangs bounded across the red sand. Zia didn't think. He grabbed the arc cutter from his toolbox and ran. "Get down!" he shouted. The dragon girl, because that's what she had to be with those scales and the small horns curving from her temples, dove behind a boulder. Zia planted his feet and fired. The arc cutter, designed to slice through starship hull plating, made short work of the first wolf. It yelped and dissolved into sparking fragments. The pack hesitated. That was their mistake. Humans didn't hesitate. Zia had learned that in the Mars colonies, where hesitation meant death in the unforgiving red deserts. He fired again, then again, his movements economical and precise. These weren't the first predators he'd faced, and his tools weren't just for fixing ships. When the last wolf retreated into the wastes, Zia lowered his weapon and turned to the girl. She was staring at him with eyes like molten gold, her chest heaving. Up close, he could see the elegant curve of her features, so alien yet strangely familiar. Her scales shifted colors with her breathing, azure to emerald to deep purple. "You're hurt," Zia said, dropping to one knee beside her. "Let me see." She pulled back, suspicious. "Why did you help me?" "Because you needed help." He shrugged like it was the most obvious thing in the universe. "I'm Zia, mechanic. That's my ship over there." He gestured to the battered freighter behind them. "Elsa," she said quietly. "I am Elsa of the Draken Imperium." Zia blinked. The Draken Imperium controlled half the known galaxy. They were warriors, conquerors, beings of immense power who could breathe fire and bend metal with their minds. And one of them was sitting here bleeding, because of some oversized space puppies. "Well, Elsa of the Draken Imperium, those wolves will be back with friends. We should get you patched up and off this rock." He reached for her arm, but she caught his wrist with surprising gentleness. Her skin was warm, almost feverish. "You don't understand what you've done, human. I scared off some wolves. I've done it before." "No." Her golden eyes locked onto his. "You saved my life. You shed blood for me. You risked yourself without hesitation, without asking for payment or tribute." Her grip tightened. "By the ancient laws of my people, you have claimed me. I am yours now." Zia stared at her. Then he laughed, a short, nervous bark of sound. "I'm sorry, what?" "You're mine now," Elsa said, and there was something fierce and possessive in her voice that made his heart skip. "That is wrong. I am yours. It is our oldest law. A life debt can only be repaid with a life. My life belongs to you." "I don't want to own anyone," Zia protested, pulling his hand back. "I just didn't want to watch someone get eaten. That's just being decent." Elsa tilted her head, studying him like he was some fascinating alien artifact. "Decent," she repeated, tasting the word. "Is that what humans call it? This instinct to protect even at cost to yourself?" "Yeah, most of us anyway." He pulled a medical kit from his belt. "Now hold still. That wound needs sealing before you lose more blood." She watched him work in silence as he cleaned and sealed the gash with synthetic skin. Her scales were harder than they looked, but the area around the wound was soft, vulnerable. His hands were steady despite the absurdity of the situation. "I have seen humans before," Elsa said quietly. "In the arena fights on Talaxis, in the slave markets of Vorn. Bought and sold, used and discarded. The galaxy sees your kind as weak, soft, short-lived and breakable." Zia didn't look up from his work. "And what do you see?" "I see someone who picked up a cutting tool and charged 6 Krathian hunters to save a stranger. I see someone who touches me gently even though I could break his bones with a thought. I see someone who laughs at ancient laws because he does not understand cruelty." She reached out and placed her hand over his, stopping his movements. "The galaxy sees humans wrong. You are not weak. You are terrifying." Zia met her eyes. "We're just stubborn, and maybe a little crazy." A smile curved her lips, revealing sharp white teeth. "Yes, crazy enough to save a dragon. Foolish enough to refuse her debt." The smile widened. "I think I chose well when I bonded myself to you." "I thought I was the one who chose." "Did you?" Elsa's eyes sparkled with something that might have been humor. Or did I know exactly what a human would do when they saw someone in danger? Perhaps I chose you the moment I ran toward your ship instead of away from it. Zia laughed again, more genuine this time. Devious. I am Draken, she said proudly. Then softer, and I am yours. Whether you want me or not, Zia the mechanic, you are stuck with me. I will guard your back. I will burn your enemies. I will follow you across the stars. That's quite a commitment from someone I just met. My people do not do anything halfway. She stood, pulling him up with her. The wound was sealed, her strength already returning. Your ship needs repair. I will help. I'm quite good with fusion cores. A dragon mechanic? A dragon who is many things. She looked out at the desert where the wolves had fled. And now, a dragon who belongs to the most dangerous species in the galaxy. The ones who run toward danger instead of away from it. The ones who save strangers because it is decent. Zia picked up his arc cutter and started walking back to the ship. After a moment, Elsa fell into step beside him, her scales shimmering in the fading light. You know, he said, this is going to be a really weird story to tell. Yes, Elsa agreed, and her smile was like the sun breaking through storm clouds. But I think it will be a good story. And it is only the beginning. Behind them, the 3 suns set on Sector 7, and somewhere in the wastes, the Crithian wolves learned to fear the sound of human laughter.